again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carson Wentz in his 4th season now out of North Dakota State, ready to bring out this Eagles offense. And he's had to sit and watch Nick Foles under center during Philly's last 2 playoff runs. So health will be a key for Wentz in 2019. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz on the bootleg. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Let's go. Interception all day, baby.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On second down, Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 25 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is caught by Jackson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Wentz now on first down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. Wentz now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Elliott on first down going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
40 seconds to Mike.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's excellent.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about about that. Super tough. Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Hard to believe, but the regular season starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go!
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There is a top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Don't throw this way.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
From the 44, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 and 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Pollard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea. Is actually beating him to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. As his guys are in for 6, and the Eagles able to push further out in front. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's on Andre Dillard, first-round pick from Washington State. He was the second tackle taken in the draft. He's flagged there. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Cooper a season ago against the Eagles had a career-best game. 10 catches, career-high 217 yards, 3 touchdowns in a Week 14 victory. And, of course, that was just 2 weeks after a really big game against another NFC East rival in Washington when he put up 180 yards and 2 scores. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that's Elliott, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On second down, it's Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To try again after the sack. Wentz buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is, it's not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench, and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd get a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run with Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Give him 15 there. The Cowboys have a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give him a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a 3rd miss and another scoreless possession.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st down, Scott. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's got room. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try to stop him. But boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're 1 play away from doing it.
They certainly are. Very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they blitz coming, and down he goes. Duke Riley in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play call, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. This time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now wins. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws in his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They'll run on first down. Scott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've all on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense isn't too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Cooper's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Don't say nothing.
First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go again with Scott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We own them.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. And this is caught by Jackson. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Scott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, this is Scott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps.
And he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 score. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. Now on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Scott, and he is going to lose yardage here.